CRCS was born in 2000, and the motivation for establishing CRCS, at least there were two. First, it's an academic program, but at the same time, it also responds to the problems of that time. So in year 2000, there were issues of conflicts involving many religious communities in Indonesia, in different parts of Indonesia. And there was a need to create a space where people of different religious background can meet. It is not only about religious conflicts, but also how religion plays an important role also in people's effort at environmental conservation. So we are responding to the issues that are particular to Indonesia, but we also want to contribute to the development of religious studies globally.
Religious studies is an interdisciplinary study that studies religion as an academic category. As an academic category, religion is understood as a category that has been defined by many different scholars from many different disciplines. And so that is also one of the reasons why religious studies incorporate insights of many different disciplines like anthropology, sociology, theology, philosophy, political sciences, history, basically like humanities and social sciences, and so on and so forth. The reason for that is that religion has been studied by many different ways, and those are the insights that we need to cover. So those ways of looking at religion shows us the scope of religious studies. The historical construction, the political construction, from time to time, and also from place to places. Many different ways. That is where the idea of cross-cultural, it is a perspective, a methodological perspective, which means that religion is expressed, even like one religion is expressed in different ways, in different places. When we studied using a cross-cultural perspective, CRCS comes to build up like clusters of areas of studies. First is interreligious relations. The second cluster is, we call it religion and public life. And the third cluster is religion, culture, and nature. So those are the three clusters that we have just to show the scope of religious studies at CRCS has, or try to formulate, to conceptualize.
In addition to their attending classes and doing the assignment for the classes, they will still have times to participate in many of the CRCS academics and public engagement programs. For example, we have weekly discussions called Wednesday Forums, which has been quite attracted many participants, and including speakers from many places and from many countries. And usually our students are required to participate in these weekly discussion forums. Students will also be joining in our research activities, organizing conferences and doing field trips as part of their class assignment by, for example, visiting indigenous communities, visiting houses of worship, etc., and attending the service of religious communities. We also have collaborations with some universities in Netherlands for our projects on religions and water, and also research on religion and disaster, and students find opportunity to continue their studies in this partner university that we have. At CRCS, we give strong emphasis on the students to be able to write academic writings, and because all assignments for the studies are in English, and that's why we are privileged at CRCS that since many years we already have collaboration with Fulbright, with Oberlin College in the United States to provide English instructors, provided students with abundance of access to online journal and online resources for free. They can also access these online academic publications from homes. Students can also have a unique experience of accessing to our specified CRCS and ICRS library. Actually, the study program is only one part of the center. So we run this master program in religious and cross-cultural studies. The other divisions of the RCS is we call research and publication divisions. One of the report that we have been doing since many years is we publish annual reports in religious life, through which we document religious events and analyze and provide the recommendations from for the government and from the public in general. And the third is what we call as public education program. Through this public education program, we train communities in interfaith dialogue, in pluralism activities, in peace building. So we conduct a series of training. For example, every year conduct what we call as Sekolah Pengelolaan Keragaman, or Diversity Management School. We have attracted many participants across Indonesia to conduct research-based advocacy. Since the last 2 years, actually, we collaborate with Boston University, United States of America, with the Watchdog, a very influential documentary filmmakers in Indonesia, to produce a series of films under the title of Indonesian Pluralities. So the film documented the life of religious communities in Indonesia, from Kuningan to Bima to Jakarta, to Muslim who live as minorities in Maumere in East Nusa Tenggara. Some students actually helping us with the films, and our students are part of the production team. That's our, some of the examples of activities where students can find when they are at CRCS.
I came to some of the Wednesday forums which take place each week, and I realized that this faculty has so much to offer, not just in terms of studying religion, but also everything that surrounds religious life, like the environment, politics, peace building. So I think it's been really important to my life to learn about these topics and to learn about how they affect both Indonesian culture, but also the rest of the world as well.
My previous study program was Islamic education. And here at CRCS, I could learn more about peace-building based religious teaching and practice how to establish peace with Islamic ways.
The advantages of studying at CRCS for me personally have been really engaged academics. So all the lecturers have been top of their fields, every class they do is relevant.
Study at CRCS gives us an international academic atmosphere because we use English in all academic activities with qualified lecturers graduated from highly reputed world-class universities around the globe.
The academics are all passionate, and I think that kind of engagement between students and lecturers has been really supportive for me. Even within the office, with Mbak Lina, Mbak Nuning, everyone's so responsive. The library is one of my favorite places to study. The campus is beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but there's so many trees.
But what I particularly like about the degree and the way that the students engage in it is its interdisciplinary character. That we can draw on cultural studies, we can draw on political theory, we can draw on religious studies, we can draw on social anthropology, we can even engage the natural sciences. And we don't lose the students, they stay with us. Yeah? So I'm super impressed. International students can get a lot by studying here. Number one, this Indonesia is it's the third biggest democracy on earth. So I feel myself that given that Asia is rising and the West I think it's in decline, the potential for centers like this, which have Western standards, right? Western academic standards, but they're in Asia, that's really a fantastic combination, you know. So I think the potential is huge. So it really gives us a position to be a center of global excellence in teaching and research.
Lulusan CRCS itu sebenarnya punya banyak hal yang bisa dilakukan, bisa menjadi dosen, bisa ada di instansi-instansi pemerintah, tapi juga di tempat-tempat lain. Saya yang berlatar belakang ilmu teologi menjadi pendeta dan saya ingin melihat cara pandang yang lebih luas, paradigma yang lebih luas, sehingga ketika saya melayani di gereja juga dalam berelasi di masyarakat itu punya bekal-bekal yang lebih gitu ya.
Well, we can see many of CRCS alumni, they work in different sectors. Many of them, they become activists, or they are involved in religious organizations. And when I say religious organizations, that means Muslim organizations, Christian, Buddhist. Many of them become lecturers, and they educate religious literacy for students, for example. So there are many things which graduates of CRCS can do and have done. So that shows, I think, the relevance of CRCS.
Di CRCS kita bisa membahas perbedaan kita bisa membahas hal-hal yang sensitif dengan nyaman, dengan fun.
Having a huge difference of students' background of religions, cultures, locally, nationally, and internationally, it's just like we do not only tolerate diversity, we do celebrate diversity.
So nothing that we learn is abstract. Everything comes back to our own life, who we are, what has made us. And I think it's something that can be missing in academia sometimes. And I think that is one of the most important points I've taken from studying at CRCS, is that you yourself are always involved with whatever context you're part of. And as an academic, as someone who wants to work in an NGO, as someone who's engaging in government, or wherever you go after being a student at CRCS, I think that's a really key reflection to have, that personal and how the personal interacts with the social.
I think what is most very important for students at CRCS is having the experience of participating in many of CRCS's research, academic programs, and community engagement.
Based on the classes that we have, are meant to contribute to the vision and mission of CRCS that has conceptualized, which is basically to contribute to the building multicultural, inclusive, just society. And so that is basically in line with the the vision mission of the graduate school where we are at, and also the University of Gadjah Mada, and even the Indonesian Republic, and also contribute to the SDGs actually, managing diversity for inclusivity, for justice.